stay with a gun cause the ops on my dick. Niggas think I'm a stain, but they ain't taking shit. Off the Glock, let it bangin', raining on they feet. All my niggas be standing, gangin' on some shit. Watch how I dance, pop it on.
I'm Keymora, and this is my first video on YouTube. And I'm gonna just give you a little background information on what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be telling you a true, crazy crime story. Like murder, anything. Like, it could be murder, burglary, rape, everything. It's just gotta be crazy and how it happened, and like if the person died or if they got away. And I'm gonna be talking about it and how I feel about it. So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it. The first story is gonna be on Jamye Cross. And if you guys don't know who Jamye Cross is, Jamye Cross was like a 13-year-old girl back in 2018. She was 13, and she one day was just getting off her bus. She was just getting off her bus in September. Around September, the guy seen her getting off her bus. She's getting off her bus, just a normal, average little teenager, almost little tween. And she got off her bus, and the guy that kidnapped her, which was Jake Patterson, he seen her getting off. He was like, "Oh, I want to kidnap her." And you're like, what the fuck? He wanted to kidnap her. He just wanted to just snatch her up. I don't know nothing about it in that manner and what he thought in his mind at the moment when he said that. But this was just like at the end of September. So I guess this Jake guy, he was watching her for the next couple of times. He tried to get her 2 times prior to the 3rd time he kidnapped her. So the first time was on like October 5th. He went and he looked, and this is 2018, so it's recent. So he went and he looked, and he was like, okay, no, I can't do this right now. There's too many witnesses, I can't. All right, I'm gonna go back home, try this again. So then he comes back like 2 days later. He's like, damn it, still too many people. Can't kidnap her today. So then he comes back on October 15th, 2018, and he's like, I'm gonna bring my gun. So he brings his gun, and he goes, and it's late. It's like 12:53 in the morning, mind you. So he goes to the door, and he knocks. And Jamie's dad comes to the door. I don't quite remember his name in my head right now. But he comes to the door, and he says to Jake, where's your badge? Because I'm guessing he's thinking it's the police. And Jake responds, open the fucking door. And I'm guessing he didn't open the door, so he just shot through the door and killed Jamie's dad on sight. Then he forced his way into the house. So he's looking for witnesses, and he's also looking for Jamie's. He doesn't want to leave anyone behind to see what he did. So he's looking for Jamie, and he looks in every room, and then he approaches the bathroom. The bathroom, I'm guessing, was locked. It was locked, and he shot at it multiple times. And once the door opened, it was Jamie and her mom. But prior to him doing that, when he was knocking in at the door and shot it, Jamie's mom had the chance to call 911. And she didn't say anything, but before the call disconnected, they heard a bunch of yells and disruptions, and then they heard a shot. And the phone call ended. So Jake shot her mom. And then he took her, almost tripping over blood. He taped her up with some tape, and he took her and put her in his car and drove about 40 miles away to another place. And this all happened in Wisconsin, to another place in Wisconsin. And then he took her to his house. And while he had her at his house, I guess they watched TV, played board games, they cooked together, and he just basically took her for company. He took her for company. Fucking creep. And wow, sorry about my shirt. And while he had her, he also had to hide her because he had family coming over, and no one knew that he had her. But so he would force her to go under the bed, and he would put stuff to blockade her from getting out, from escaping. He occasionally would let her go out and play on the yawn, and this lasted up for like 88 days. 88 days of her playing games with him, her eating food with him. They also slept in the same bed. They slept in the same bed at night. And he would leave often, and he would blockade her when he left. And he didn't put any locks or anything. It would just be like storage bins and freaking weights and stuff just to hold the stuff down. And I guess he thought that she was basically too scared to even have left the place. But if it was me and I didn't have no locks or no doors and this dude's leaving, I don't give a fuck. I'm dipping. I'm fucking out. I'm leaving because what? Dude, you left and you got me blockaded with little shit that I can push by myself. But I'm not saying she could, because mind you, I'm 17, she's 13. And I can't imagine what was going in her head. She wasn't thinking to leave. This dude killed both her parents and then took her for no cause, with no reasoning. So, I mean, I wouldn't be thinking to leave. I would be petrified that he's going to kill me next and or rape me and stuff. But no, he didn't rape her. He just took her for company. So, then, where I was at in the story, someone came up. I know you hear kids. But anyway, basically, I know I was to the point where I was basically giving my own input on what I would do if I was trapped. And there was no locks or nothing. It's just random stuff bogarting me from leaving. So, I guess there was just this one day, January 10th, 2019. This is 3 months almost. Yeah, 3 months later, he leaves again. He leaves her, and he does his normal routine. He blockades her, and he's like, okay, don't leave, or, you know, I'm gonna shoot you. And I mean, there was this one time actually where he felt as if she did try to leave, and he beat on her, and he never really touched her because he felt bad for killing both of her parents. But had he not done that, you know what he would have been doing. But so that one day, January 10th in 2019, he does his normal routine. He blockades her, and then he leaves. And she, this time, pushes it over, pushes everything out the way, and she runs. She runs about a few houses down, and not even a few houses. She runs into this neighbor that the guy has who was walking her dog. And I'm guessing the neighbor, the girl, she recognized her from the news because, like, mind you, this girl, both of her parents had been killed, and she just was taken randomly, just at random. Like, this girl doesn't even know this guy. This family doesn't recognize this guy, but the woman recognizes her from the news, and she takes her to her house, and then she calls the police, and then I guess Jamie, she starts telling the police about Jake and his story. But which is crazy, a few moments later, he starts driving by, and the police recognize him because she told him about his car and how he looked. And then they got him. And when they got to him, the first thing he says is, I did it. Because, yeah, he did it. And he doesn't give a fuck. He felt like he didn't give a fuck. And he got 2 counts of intentional homicide for her parents, and then a good 40 years for kidnapping. And he tried to reach out to her. Actually, he wrote her a letter, or he tried to get her to get the letter. And he also wrote a letter back to these reporters, and it was just crazy. But okay, listen, Jake, you're crazy, dude. I would never risk my whole life just to take a little girl, a little tiny ass kid, just to have fun with me, just to like cook and eat and lay under my bed and then lay in my bed with me. Like, dude, what the fuck? Mind you, Jake's 20, he was 21 at the time, but he's like 23 now. But when he got arrested, he was 22. And basically, dude, you're weird that you're 22. Why are you picking up this girl up the street? Like, you don't even know her. You don't know her. You don't know her family. You just killed 2 random people just to keep her but I mean, you got her for a while, but like, no. And for Jamie, for the stuff that was going on, I would have reacted differently had it been me, but it's not me that got kidnapped, and thank God. And I'm so sorry for you and your family, and I wish you all, like, I have my condolences for all of you, but no, but he didn't lock you in there. You were just under there, and I know you were terrified, but like, my first instinct, this dude's leaving. My first day in there, he's leaving, I'm leaving. I'm not staying there. You just killed both of my parents. I'm frantic. I'm leaving. Like, no. And yeah, that was a story on Jamie Cross. And now, my next story, it's going to be in the next video. It's not going to be today. I'm gonna be uploading on, well, today's Thursday. Be uploading on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Tuesdays. That's it, that's all. And they're all gonna be crazy stories. This one was just a little beginner story to get me, you know, going and starting. But like, it was good. And I told it good. You was liking it. I know you was. So tune in on Saturday. Don't forget to like this and subscribe to this, and you know, keep with me.